Europe and the G7 are escalating the energy war with Russia, hitting it where it hurts: oil revenues. On Monday, the toughest sanctions against Russia came into force, an EU ban on imports of seaborne Russian crude oil. At the same time, a price cap has been set at $60 per barrel. And even if Europe is not buying any more oil, it's still relevant, since it means that European shipping and insurance firms will no longer be able to transport Russian oil when sold above this price.
On the price that was set, we are between two things. We want to reduce the income Putin gets from his oil because he's financing his barbaric war with it and all the atrocities the Russians are committing in Ukraine. And at the same time, also in a close dialogue with our transatlantic partners, they are also asking of us, and we agree, that we should not disrupt international oil markets. That would not help us either.
Russia's oil exports matter enormously to the world, as it's the world's second biggest crude exporter, after Saudi Arabia. In 2021, around half of those exports went to Europe. But Europe is also the biggest provider of shipments and insurance services. This is why it's so important to prevent European tankers from working with countries like China or India if they don't accept the price cap. And this is good leverage for the EU to allow them to put pressure on the international market. But not everyone is convinced it will work.
We've been quite sceptical that it would have a material reduction in Russian oil flows. We don't think China and India will participate in this price cap, and so flows to them will largely continue. A lot of the EU nations will participate in that, but they're actually banned from processing Russian crude as of today. So we don't think it is going to be that disruptive. Time will tell.
The Kremlin has reacted by saying it will seek to ban oil sales under the price cap, even if that means cutting oil production. In any case, the whole energy map is changing, and the world is entering uncharted waters, which means high uncertainty for the price of oil, which in the end will have a huge impact on people's lives.